Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my twist out using the twist and curl method. I start out with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair, detangled and put into 3 sections. This makes it easier to work with. I'm going to be using the L.O.C method using the Dark and Lovely All Natural line, beginning with the leave-in conditioner. With this spray cap, I found it easier to spray the product into my hand and then work through my hair rather than spraying directly onto my hair. I know it just was kind of awkward the way that it's set up. And I like to show my ends some love because those can tend to get a little dry and you don't want them to break off, especially with these cold months. And then the oil. And if you have thick hair like me, you want to make sure you use enough product to fully saturate all of your hair. I mean, don't go overboard, but still, use enough. And then finally the cream. I really tried to refrain from doing that weird mouth thing with this video. If I give up, it is what it is. You're just going to see it happen. And then I take my wide tooth comb and gently comb all the products through. Sometimes it doesn't look like I comb gently, but I try. My hair is just so dang thick. And after you do this to all 3 sections, then you're ready to begin your twist. So we're going to take our first section down and get an even smaller section, and that's where we're going to apply our first twist. As you can see, I do have a little heat damage in the front from where I just can't stay away from the flat iron, but I'm working on it. But I also have a looser curl pattern in the front. So in the front, I like to do my twist a little smaller. That way they have more definition. And these sections don't have to be perfect, so don't spend too much time on it. We're going to be I use this plastic cap to keep the moisture in my hair because my hair tends to dry fast, so I like it better when it's wet so that it can fully set with this down. This is the All Natural Twist and Gel Butter, something along those lines. I'll put the actual name in the description box. But we're just going to put a dime size amount. I really like this mixture because it's like enough gel to hold, but it's not like too hard and flaky or anything. Then we're going to take my Denman brush and comb through, and this just smooths out your hair. And for your twist, you want to try to get your 2 sections as even as possible so that you can that you don't run out of hair. Like, I can't explain it, but sometimes you can run out of hair on like one of the pieces and still have a whole bunch left on the other side. So try to get them as even as possible. And I try to do them tight as well. And notice I'm smoothing the hair down each time I twist until I get all the way down. This was really hard to film. Like, I feel like my hands are just awkwardly in the way. And I hate some of my facial expressions. And don't twist all the way down. Then I'm about to show you here where I stop. And that's just because sometimes when I twist all the way down, I find that the ends get a little more frizzier from where I try to separate the twist. So now I just go almost all the way down, but not quite. About right there. And then I take a little Eco Styler gel, very little, and apply it to the end. And this just kind of keeps it smooth on the roller. We'll take our perm rod. We start at the end where the string is and wrap the end around. And then you kind of use your twist to hold that end in place. And you're just going to roll all the way up till you get to the root. Then you want to put on Quench. And voila! First twist down. I'm going to show you one more twist on this section. Again, don't spend a lot of time on them. I just try to make each section kind of equally portioned as far as how much hair goes into them, but that's not that important either. So now I'm just going to speed this up a little. Okay, so now we have our entire first section done. This is what it looks like. Then we can move on to our next section. And I don't know if you all noticed, but any twist that I do above my crown, I either twist going forwards or towards the side, depending on where they lay. And this kind of gives me like the roundness of my curly fro. You'll see what I mean in the end, but you do want to twist going in the direction that you actually want it to lay. Ugh. Look at those bags under my eyes. I did just wake up like not too long before shooting this video, so. And try to start your twist as close to the root as possible. And that way it stays secure and tight. The very first time I did this, it took me a while, but once you get it down, it goes pretty fast. So we're just going to speed up again. Okay, 2 sections down. Halfway there. Whoop whoop. I'm so lame. So anyway, for the back I usually don't make my twists as small. They're usually a little on the bigger side. I just start out by going all the way across and making 2 bottom twists, like so. This is just because I like my back to be a little more fluffier and I guess you could say a looser curl. But again, your preference. So then I just split that in 2. And like I said, I just do 2 twists in this bottom row. Make sure you don't leave like any loose strands out from these 2 twists, because that has happened to me before and I won't even realize it until I have both twists in, and then I get mad because I have to take it down and do it all over again. But so it's better if you just check. So same concept here. Take some of the gel and butter, whatever. And again, notice I'm twisting downwards with these because they're below my crown. So, in a second, we're just going to speed this up just a tad. Okay, now we are all done and fully twisted. This is what it looks like. Hard part's over, right? I'm going to take my handy dandy dryer attachment. This thing, oh my gosh, thebomb.com. Can't believe I just said that. I never say that, by the way. So you just attach it to your blow dryer. And then you just put it on like a bonnet, basically. I love this thing. I have a hooded dryer, but this dries so much faster, so this is like my go-to. Get that strapped on and secure. My boyfriend always talks about me when I first put it on. He says I look like a Martian or something. So yeah, and if you want, you don't have to sit in the dryer. You can sleep in them if you want. I usually dry mine for a couple hours and sleep in them. So now they're fully dry. Time to take them down. Which, by the way, this is my second time recording this part, which is one reason why it took so long to get it up. The first time I did it, I had to do it like all in the same day because I had to go somewhere and my hair was not dry. Talk about mad. So you're just going to unravel. Try not to pull, try to actually unravel. This will kind of reduce the frizziness, so like the rollers don't snag or anything. So after the rollers are fully out, you're going to take some oil and coat your hand. I like to pat it around, kind of adds a little shine. But coating your hands, like I said before in my other video, it helps eliminate and reduce frizz. So you're going to gently start twisting the opposite way so that you can gently start to pull apart and unravel. And really be gentle with this, because if you're too rough, then it'll just be a hot frizzy mess. Sometimes like I find myself brushing and I just tell myself to slow down. Now, the more you separate each section, the bigger and fluffier, the more volume you'll get. But I noticed that the more I fluff out on the first day, the faster my hair frizzes up. And I like a style to last because it takes too long to do my hair. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I like to separate the bare minimum. I want it to be big and stuff, but I naturally let mine get bigger over the course of the week on its own. But try to separate where the hair naturally separates rather than, you know, just pulling hair apart. This helps reduce frizz as well. There's one section. When I take down, I like to start in the back, but again, you can start wherever you want. And also, you see those dark spots on my face, my acne scars or whatever? I ordered a new product that's supposed to come in like 2 days, and I'm thinking about doing a video in about 2 months on my progress, like before and after. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of a variety of videos that I can add to my channel. So if you think you might be interested in that, comment and let me know below. Anyways, okay, so back to this. They're so springy. Gently pull apart. I do that little twirl thing to kind of make them spring back up. I don't know. And in the front. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's just separated, no fluffing, nothing. So, to fluff, you can either use your hand or a pick. I use both. I start out using my fingers and kind of stretching my roots a little bit. Some people don't like shrinkage. I'm okay with shrinkage, but I still like to just stretch my roots just a tad. And then the pick I use mostly to get rid of all the parts. Notice that I'm shaking, you know, in the middle to kind of bring the hair together. But be careful to only pick out your roots. Do not snag or curl. We're going to speed this up, but if you feel any pieces that are like too big, you can go back and separate them some more. as desired. So we're just gonna fluff and fluff and yeah, just keep on going. So this is what mine looks like, freshly picked out, taken down. As I said, I like to let it get bigger on its own, which it will. It'll last me for at least a week. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Texture shots. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.